Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today's review, the BassJaxx Dash True Wireless Headphones, earbuds, I'm sorry. This is actually a requested video for breykray Gamer, which I'm going to put their link in the description below for those that are interested in knowing who that was. They asked me to do this review. I looked for them, couldn't find them for a while. And the funny part is I actually bought these, I want to say about a month ago. I reviewed them, but never did post a video. So I'm like, let me just redo it, touch up on some features, and go from there. So with that being said, let's hop right into this review. All right, guys, so for the unboxing, let's pop this open and see what it comes with. Like most of these types of headphones, 9 times out of 10, it probably has USB, micro USB. Yep, like usual. So first things first, this is the micro USB right here, just so you guys know. Here we are, little short cord. If you have a longer one yourself, you shouldn't have any issues, but these tiny cords typically are like, if you have a wall outlet, or more so you're sitting at a computer desk, you could plug that into your laptop or PC and it charges up no problem. But if you have a regular micro USB, definitely use that. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Here's your instruction manuals right here, which shows you, how to basically use the headset itself. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Here is the headset itself. So it looks like these don't come with any type of earbud tips. I know a lot of earbuds sometimes do, especially for 5 below, but these don't. Here's your micro USB right here. If you can see that. The case is very, very chunky. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of this case at all, especially if you have to walk around with it in your pocket. This does snap shut, so it is secure. So if you shake it, it's not going to pop open. Here's the headset right here. All right, so it does come with the rubber tips that come with it. What I will say is if you have your own rubber tips, these pop off with no issues. You can just switch them to whatever type of tip that you have. Like, these are universal rubber tips. So the ones that come with it look like mediums. If you have smaller ear tips, just be aware of the fact that you might have to order some off of Amazon. Or if you have other 5 below headphones, you can just take those rubber tips off and pop them onto here. Let me show you guys how the headset actually looks. Here you are. This is the headset itself. Let's take the plastic off of this. Here you are. Physical button right here for pause, play, answering phone calls, things like that. I'm gonna pop this back inside. All right, let's take the rubber tips. I'm sorry, not the rubber, the little plastic off of this so these can actually charge. Here you are. There's the contacts right here, and they actually snap right in as soon as you pop them inside of the case. So not a bad looking headset at all. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the case, to be honest, given the battery life of these, which we're going to talk about it in a second. And here's the actual display. So as soon as you pop them inside the case, the right indicator means that the right side is charging, the left indicator means the left side is charging, and in the middle shows the actual battery life of the case itself. Now, what I will say, that even though you see the case rapidly dropping, you have to remember that this is a brand new headset. So I just tore it open and everything, haven't even used them personally. So this is going to be a first time review. So you can basically, what's the word I'm looking for here? You'll be able to see how they sound, how they work. We'll go over the specs and everything together in real time. So with that being said, let's hop on to the next section. All right, guys, so let's talk some specifications. You are getting Bluetooth 5.1 right out of the box with this particular headset. The average is 32.8 feet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say about 30 feet worth of distance. That does depend on, that's the Bluetooth distance. So if you're going upstairs, downstairs, it's not 32 feet vertical. That really differs, but if you're on the same solid flooring, 32 feet is the distance that you can go roughly for this headset. But just to be safe, I say 30. Not that you'll necessarily be measuring. You'll notice when the headset starts cracking up, or it drops the call, or it drops whatever podcast or YouTube that you're listening to, you'll notice that you're too far away from the actual headset itself. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the box design, but it's kind of impractical to have to carry something this big, and you would think that it would have a better battery life, which it does have a total of 10 hours. Not 10 hours in one charge, but the case and the headset has a total of 10 hours, which only means that you're getting a couple hours out of the earbuds. You'll pop it back inside the case and then rinse and repeat. You would think something like this will have about 24 hours of battery life with the size, but given the price range and things like that, and it is from 5 below, I can't say that I'm very surprised about that at all. On the other hand, what else do we have here? Not much, to be honest with you. Bluetooth 5.1. Like I already said, it comes with the 35. I'm sorry, the 30. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? It comes with a micro USB, 35 mAh per headphone, and 500 mAh for the entire case itself. So again, even though I'm telling you those specifications, it's not really going to do you any well because it only has a 10-hour battery life. In addition to that, it does have the 10mm drivers, but all drivers are not made equally. Now, we're going to go ahead and sync this at the same time. We're going to take them out of the case, go through the syncing process. What I will say, it is possible to physically power them off, and it is possible to physically put them in pair mode if you take them out of the case and it doesn't work out. The instructions will explain it to you. And for those that have that issue where you don't have the instructions anymore, send a message in the comments and I'll definitely let you know the process of syncing them. When you take them out of the case, they have auto pair, so they'll automatically pair to the left and the right, and then this will start blinking. So we're going to go through the process right now. We're going to go ahead and go to the settings, Bluetooth. We're going to look for them, and the Bluetooth setting is searching now. Dash TWS. That is what they're called. It'll sync, ask you to pair, allow contacts, things like that. All right, and we are connected. We're good to go. So that is how the pairing processing is. Very simple. Specifications very simple. What I would say, like I said before, it's not much to these headphones. They're very generic. You're not going to have any type of what's the word I'm looking for here? You're not going to have any type of app support or updates or things like that. You get what you get inside of the box. With that being said, let's go on to the next section where we're going to do some music recording and then test the voice to see how the voice calls are. So I'm going to pop these guys in the air right now, and we're going to do a music test. So bear with me with this one. I'm going to kind of just talk to you about how it sounds or how well it sounds by doing a couple songs. So let's use this one. All right, wait for the beat to drop. All right, they have bass. Bass isn't bad. All right, sounds a little muffled. Turn it up. Ooh. Okay. Too much volume. Okay, it don't sound too bad. It don't sound bad at all. After the bass isn't bad, the quality isn't bad. Even when I turn it all the way up, these get loud. Let me tell you that now. They get very, very loud. There's no sensor protection or anything. But I will say that it sounds a little muffled, which we're going to talk about that in a moment. Let me play something else to get a better idea also of how they sounds. Okay. I like them. Music quality is not bad for the price. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so I got what I needed on that section. So let me take these out of my ear so I can actually hear again. So they fit comfortably in the ear, which I will show you guys how they look inside the ear in a moment in the last section after we talk about the phone calls. What I'm going to say about the music quality is that you can definitely blow out your eardrums listening to these things. They're substantially louder than a lot of the top brand headphones. Let me be perfectly clear about that. Now, there's a double-edged sword with that. It also means that you can't hear anything. Like when I turned them all the way up, I couldn't hear a thing. It felt like noise cancellation. You don't need it. The problem is that, you know, when you have noise cancellation headphones, that allows you to have the music to be lower so that it blocks more noise. You don't have to turn it up to block people out. But these, you know, it does a very good job of, if you turn it all the way up, I couldn't hear a thing. I couldn't even hear myself talking, to be honest with you. So I was probably talking a little bit louder. The bass is there. BassJaxx, they kept the name in there. It definitely has bass. I like it. When it came to actually using them for like just quality of music, I did notice that it felt a little cloudy. Like, you know how with better headphones, the music clarity it's sharp, highs, mids, lows, things like that. It's very, very sharp. If with higher end headphones, with these, I didn't have any breakage in the music, but every time I heard an instrument, the instruments kind of overpowered the bass a little bit, whereas like everything was on the same level. And normally when you're doing music creation, you don't want every instrument to sound exactly the same. So the hats, the kicks, the violins, whatever it is I had inside of the electric guitar, everything sounded, oh, whoops, one sec guys. Okay, I'm back. So everything basically sound even. It was like everything was on an even playing field. And normally when you're trying to differentiate different instruments in a song, you don't really want to hear that. What I'm going to honestly say to you guys is that it was not bad. Don't get me wrong. Compared to a lot of the Five Below headphones, I would definitely suggest these for just the music quality alone because it is there. A lot of the Five Below headphones do not have the volume. They do not have the music quality. They suck in that aspect. These actually aren't bad. I like them. Now, what I will say, and I have to be completely honest with you, when I turned them up, it gave me a headache that fast because the volume was so much. I sacrificed my eardrums for this video, so I hope y'all appreciate that I'm losing my hearing. But it was so loud, and it was like no sensors to let me know to kind of just even out the music. It was just blasting into my ear. So for you music lovers that are going deaf anyway, you're going to like these headphones, especially if you don't have a true wireless pair, or if you can't afford a $20, $30 pair of headphones, then these aren't bad. But I still would make a suggestion of getting like the Liberty Ear Ease, whatever they're called, Liberty Note Ease, I forget what they're called, Life Note Ease, the Soundcore Anchor ones, if you do have the money to spare. But if not, these aren't horrible headphones, but you know. But anyway, in the next section, I'm going to do a recording for you guys. And then, you know, just to add to this video, I'm going to play Call of Duty with these in the ear so I can give you a more accurate of how it sounds when you're in battle or playing a video game, or, you know, because some people stream with earbuds. So I'll let you know how that sounds too. All right, guys, so in this section, this is the headset. This is the audio of how it's going to sound when you're doing a recording with this particular headset. I figured I'd do two birds with one stone and do some gaming for you guys. So right now I'm playing Call of Duty Mobile. I'm going to go into a match, and I'm going to basically explain to you guys what it is that I hear in terms of footsteps, footsteps, the quality of sound, in addition to if it's any type of lag. Because a lot of headphones has a gaming mode, so that you'll have less lag latency, and you're able to pick up on gunshots and all the sound in real time. These don't have any of those types of features. So that being said, let's try this real fast. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. I'll see why you wouldn't be able to. All right, let's see. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and, all right, so far everything sounds fine. Yeah, it sounds good so far. I don't hear any lag in terms of, oh, I don't like this guy. Wow, I missed that. Here it goes. Alright, so when it comes to footsteps, gunshots, things like that, there isn't any lag in between input. Got my face. Forgot how fun these games could be. That's totally my fault. Alright, so yeah, everything sounds pretty good in this game, I have to say. I don't have any issues between lag. Everything is very, very responsive. The voices sound good. What I will say, like I said before, is the problem that I'm having is that it's like the sound in this, everything is really loud. Like the gunshots are as loud as the voices, which you would have to manually adjust all of this. Unfortunately, like if you go to the settings of Call of Duty, you can change the sounds, the voice sounds, and things like that. Like any other game, you will have to do that yourself. But it sounds good. Like I don't have any issues. I can hear the footsteps of people walking up on me because I have certain settings on for my character, so I can make sure that people can't sneak up on me. And everything sounds pretty good so far. I happen to like it. All right, get him, dog. So let me just do this match real fast. Huh. That's weird. There we go.
XS1 Goliath incoming.
Yeah, I like it so far. I'll just finish this match out. Why not?
XS1 Goliath is landing.
Alright, so yeah, like I was saying before, I'm so into the game I'm not even talking. Yeah, it sounds good. The headphones for you people that want to record games, you'll be able to hear it just fine. Of course, the audio that you're hearing me talking is how these bad boys are going to sound. So obviously, if you want something that sounds better, we'll shoot, man. I don't mind being the bait. Oh, yeah. Alright, tore my behind up. Yeah, they're not bad. I like them. I like them. I know this video is like probably 3 minutes just for this recording part. Oh, wow, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, but it's not bad. I do like these a lot. Believe it or not, like I wouldn't use them for myself because I do have so many high-end headphones. But if I went to Five Below and I needed something that had this quality of sound, All right, well, that's enough recording. Yeah, they actually sounds pretty good. I just wanted to do a full match to actually see how the test is. I like how it sounds. They feel good in the air. They're very comfortable for longevity. I really want to lose this match. Oh no, I'm gonna lose. That's okay. Anyhow, that's the end of the recording. So yeah, these aren't bad headphones. This is like a little section for just recording the voices. And now you guys have an idea of how it sounds. All right, so to be completely honest with you, for the price tag of these, which I believe were $8 at Five Below, they're not bad for the price. But what I am going to say to you is, like in the earlier video where I discussed this, it's really, really loud. They're just abnormally loud. And, you know, if you have it even at, I had it like half of the volume up, it gave me a headache in just 3 minutes of using them. And it's not the feel of the headset, because the feel of the headset is fine. The problem I'm having with them is, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's just too loud. It's like if you're changing songs, you know how some headphones are able to kind of, you know, it works with the phone, like earpods and stuff, and it does like a sound check so that the next time you change a song, or if you play a game or certain things, it adjusts the volume for you so it won't give you a headache. These don't have any of those types of features. So if you have it 50% up and you play Call of Duty, the gunshots are really, really loud. The footsteps are really, really loud. And for some of you, you might say, oh, that sounds good. That's what I want. But for me, I'm 36 years old. I don't know if it's because I had so many headphones in for decades in general, different kinds, but I'm very sensitive to loud noise. So something like Galaxy Buds does a better job, or earpods, or, you know, obviously I'm going to top tier, but I'm just using them as an example. I don't want it to be a direct comparison to these, but those have smoother sound. It's easier on the ear, so even if something is loud, it's not deafening and hurting your eardrums. While these guys right here are just boom, boom, thumping in my ear. It's like it's no regulated noise. They're just loud, very, very loud. And, you know, if you're not used to loud earbuds, obviously you could turn them down and it'll solve the problem in 2 seconds. But, you know, so I'm just complaining, like, it's just minor complaints. But when you do decide to turn these up and you're not using an equalizer, it's going to feel like every sound that you're hearing is booming in your head. Nothing is regulated. So if you're listening to a song that plays violins and then drums come in and then this comes in or that, or you listen to hip hop, whatever it is, everything is just really, really loud. Like when I tried to listen to off camera AC/DC and some Linkin Park, it sounded great. But the problem was that it just, I don't know, man, the sound is just really, really booming, and it gave me a headache even at a lower octave. Maybe it's just the fit in combination of the actual sound. But again, I don't have an issue with them. They're not bad. They're not horrible headphones. I think they're worth the $8 personally that they're being sold to at the store. Again, it only has that 10-hour battery life, which is kind of mediocre, but it really depends on what you're using them for too. So if you're a podcaster, if you're doing recordings and things like that, I would suggest a better headset like the JLab Ergo Pops. They're literally $20, but you can get them online for $12.99 on sale a lot of the times at Best Buy and things like that. But if you can't afford it and you have to shop at Five Below, you know, these aren't bad. But what I will say is also look on my channel for other earbuds, because over the last, like, I would say 2 months, because I have quite a few earbuds in the price range at Five Below that sound pretty good. But anyway, that's the review. Like always, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one where we'll talk more tech.